All right, fine. We can start. Now I have electricity back. I was trying to some issues. Some things are running on the background, so they will reset soon. So I can still start here. I hope you're able to hear me. I hope I'm not too loud, because my mic, I think, is a bit loud of late. So anyway, last time we had started to talk about all this. Can tell your friends to join us today. Today we were supposed just to do something small, then we do a lot of coding. So last time we introduced a number of critical things, talked about over and underfitting. We introduced how to fix that one using regularization. And we introduced some two ways to regularize regression models. That is the lasso and the ridge, L1 and L2, based on the norms. And we talked about some formulas. Now, the formula I shared, I realized there was a small hitch. I had placed a 2 here, so I changed it. So please, you can re-download the one that I changed. The 2 actually shows up here after you have taken the partial derivative. So you can make change to that. The other difference you might see is this sign, and that sign I'm going to explain from today, why I actually prefer using that sign the way it is. So this was lasso 1, no, L1, which is the lasso, and this was L2. And we discussed that L1 actually prefers smaller weights, and L2 prefers many small weights. No, L1 prefers larger weights, but some weights will actually be set to 0. But for L2, you will have all the weights, but they will be set to smaller values. So we left off here when we made some statement that I want to start with today. Both L1 and L2 and this thing called regularization, they avoid overfitting by penalizing large weights, okay? And that's where we want to start today. So this sometimes can be called a penalty. And why do we actually want to penalize large weights? And generally, we don't just want to penalize large weights uniformly, but we want to penalize large weights of features that are not very important, okay? The weight of features that are unlikely to generalize well. So this generalization problem is distributed amongst the features in the training data set, and that's where I wanted to pick it up from today. Just a small class, then after that, we move on to coding. Fine, so that leads us to feature selection. That's the next thing, feature selection. And it's actually what I wanted us to do today. So the notes are there on the e-learning. I might not have my board today. It's one of the slowest apps. Okay, fine. So I'll just use PowerPoint. Good. So actually, what is a feature is one of the main things that we might want to check out. So let me see, do I have an alternative to writing? Let me see if OneNote will work. Okay.